Nishta, can you unmute yourself? You can speak because it's an interactive class. Okay.
I'm not like a teacher.
Any response?
Mm.
Okay, no worries. So we can start with the class. Okay, maybe you can,
Yeah,
Abhishek, you can introduce about yourself and the course plan that we are going to follow. Okay, and then maybe you can start the first class. Okay.
yeah, sure. So, hi people, I am Abhishek, predominantly known as Abhishek Mohanty. I'm a product designer of having 4+ years of experience. My journey started from being a photographer, then I turned it into a graphic designer, and post that now I'm a product designer. And since then, I've been crafting pixels and making shapes. Cool. So, a little bit of thing. What are the things that we'll be covering up? Do, 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 do. Guys are able to see my screen? Shant?
Yeah, Abhishek, it is visible.
Cool. So, in this course, I'll just go a little bit faster because we have other things for today planned up. So, we'll be introducing you to the Figma. We'll be telling you how to build your problem statements, understanding business needs, user needs, and product needs. With that, we'll be teaching you what are MVP and what is MLP. Next, we'll be going ahead with the research part, how to do your research, how to set boundaries, what are the key people that you should be targeting, and with that, how you should be doing your competitive analysis of the other companies, how you should be knowing what they are doing and what are the things that needed to be done. Apart from that, you'll be getting to know how to do the analysis. With that, how to document your research. Suppose that after you're done with the research, you'll be learning how to do the ideation process, which is very much important while creating your information architecture. Now, information architecture is something which is like a framework where you are able to see all of the information from a bird's eye view, to know okay, these are the information that needs to go in. Over here we will be knowing how to what are the foundations and what are information hierarchy and what are visual hierarchies. Post that, after you're done with your IA, we'll be learning how to create the wireframes. You need to know what are the types of wireframes and when it needs to be used in. And with that, you'll be creating your whole key flows, which you'll be needing for your MVP product. Post that after you're done with your wireframes, you'll be learning how to do work with the color dynamics, the shapes and the pixels, the color theory, visual elements. We'll be also teaching you how to create your own design system and how to maintain those. Now, after you're done with all of your skins and everything, we'll be teaching you how to do create a prototype, which you'll be sending out to the market and getting a actual feedback from your users, that okay, how do you feel about it, do you like to use, and some of the things. And based on those inputs, you might want to create some iterations for it so that you make it out to the market to make it product market fit. So yeah, all in all, we'll be covering all of those things. um, Nishta, do you have any doubts? Okay. Okay, guys, shall we move? Dishant, do you also have any doubts?
No, I don't have any doubts.
No doubts? Cool, cool, cool. Vishant, you should speak up a little.
Okay, sure.
So, between you two guys, like, have you ever, like, anybody have ever explored that design field before?
To be honest, no.
Okay. Do you know any tools which designers use?
I think wireframe and Figma.
Okay, wireframe and Figma are two different things. Wireframe is the method, so Figma is a tool. Do you know any other tool?
Uh, I think it has to be like some kind of Adobe product. I'm not sure.
Okay, there Adobe XD. Okay, so today we'll be actually diving deep into Figma and how you should be learning into the tool, right? So when I talk about Figma, what do you know about it? Anybody?
Mm, yeah, I think it's a kind of a. I think it serves two purpose. One is for, let's say, brainstorming some ideas, and the other one is for designs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and if you like say design, it could be like anything. It could be maybe like I do believe it definitely it works for designing websites and maybe some products, designing some
Yes,
products.
awesome. So Figma is and so let me tell you a little bit about Figma. So Figma is like an open to all platform design tool. It is majorly used for brainstorming, for creating wireframes, for creating user flows, IA, and it's all in all. It has the great advantage which Figma actually brought into the entire ecosystem of design was like collaboration. So now if you are able to see the screen that you can see there is collaboration. A lot of people can actually come into Figma and they can actually collaborate together. They can, it's for copywriters, designers, product managers, developer, and anybody else, right? They can come over here, they can comment whatever the changes that they need, they can do anything. For the designers, they can create everything. And for the developers, they can look into those designs and they can actually look like, okay, what are we building and what are the mm, key elements that need to go into it. Okay, so Figma is all in all a collaborative tool for that. Now Figma has also now Figma is just not that. Like I told, how would you it's a collaborative tool, so you can collaborate with product managers. So how do you do it? There is another thing in Figma which is called FigJam. Let me show you something. So FigJam is a whiteboarding tool which actually is helpful for creating uh, your ideation, and at the same time you will be able to do uh, information architecture and the key flows as well, right? So for the ideation, I can actually, so Figma recently came out with a Jambot, which is an awesome ideation thing. Like you can actually do it. So we'll be learning about the Jambot a bit. So let's say I wanted to ideate. So let me tell you. Um, okay, let's click on ideate. So it gives you a lot of things, right? It's like, yeah, I wanted to ideate. So design an interactive game that simulates various life scenarios. Okay, so ideate upon this problem statement. Gives you more about this. Let's say, okay, show all, summarize it. It's into bullet points. So this is like a chat GPT thing. Okay, You can actually bring in all of your pain points over here, and you can start ideating with this as well. Cool. We'll be learning more about it. So let's learn a little bit about the tools. Now for the Figma, we there is an industry standard that we kind of use frames. Now when I talk about frames, what do you guys get to know about it?
Hmm.
Any guesses? Nobody is judging.
Maybe frame means a single page. That's one frame equal to one page.
Hmm. Okay, that's fine. And let's say okay, so frame is basically like an artboard. When I talk about artboard, it's majorly like the place where you actually try to create all your design and try to create. So let's take it like an example of you go to a drawing competition and you are given a sheet of paper, correct? So now that is your artboard and that is your frame, and you have to create things inside it. Cool. So this is frame, and so there are different ways that you can actually manipulate. So let's say there are sections. So what sections are generally we create sections to put inside different types of frames inside, so that they are grouped in one single thing. Okay. Have you guys anytime have experience of coding?
Uh, like I have just coded few websites and small programs.
Cool. So whenever you are coding, so you might have known like what are the sections, correct?
Mm, okay, I'm not sure.
Cool. No worries. So section so what we do is like let's say like I am creating a single two three group of things I am creating for, and that needs to go inside one single thing. Right. I create a section and I tell like okay this let's say I have created 4 frames, and I am creating 4 more frames as well, right? So this section I want to let's say I want to use it for home page. Okay, in this let's say I wanted to footer. So this is a way that you are able to group all of those frames inside a single section. Now apart from that, we also have slice. So slice is generally used for taking pictures. It's like you want specific this part is something which you want to share it with your developers or the product managers. So you just create a slice over here and you just export it. Cool. Now these are the shape tools. So shape tools, there are rectangle, lines, arrows, ellipse, and polygon and star. So these shape tools are generally used for creating, let's say you are creating an illustration or something, or let's say you want to create a small little thing. So you kind of like use shape tools for it. Shape tools are generally used for creating small little illustrations whenever you need it for your, let's say, creating screens, or you want to something like that. Uh, cool. Next, there is pen tool. So let's say there is a complex thing that you need to create, and those complex things you are not able to create with the shape tools. So we kind of use pen tools for it. So over here we can actually blend in the shapes, turn it any way that you want, and you can create something out of it. Okay. So you are, through pen tool, you are able to create complex shapes, and you don't have to worry about the normal shapes of this. Cool. Now this is the text tool. The text tool is generally we are able to write in anything for all of the text that we need to go in. This is the comment tool. Let's say you are going to a specific file or structure of any other designer, or let's say your product manager has created something. Let's say you have some certain comments and you want to tell that person to async with them. So you just try to click upon it and try to write some comments over there, and you can just post it, and they will be able to see whatever comments that comes in like this. Um, Before going ahead, I wanted to ask, like, do you guys have any doubt up until now?
No doubts.
Cool. Shall we move? Awesome. So I think we should start with some of the screens. I think it will give you a better understanding, and at the same time, you'll be learning about it. So let's just go to the playground. Okay. Let's try to create some of the screens. Okay. So first of all, I'll create an A. So this is the frame. I'll create a certain frame of this. So you got a lot of frames over here. So there are phone, tablet, desktop, presentation, whatever you want. So let's say for this, I'm creating a screen. So I want to create a phone. So I'll take any other phone's structure, and I'll try to create a screen. Cool. So this is over here the corner radius. So what corner radius does is like try to adjust the corner of your phone screen. That's a 44. I'm going ahead with 44. Right now, I'll try to create this whole screen. For this, this is eyedropper tool. So what eyedropper tool does is like it takes in and it gets the color of, like, let's say this whole entire thing is white, right? Now if I click on eye, this is the eyedropper tool. So what it will it will try to pick the color which I'm hovering upon, and it will try to change it. Okay, cool. uh Next up, uh it's done. And yes, so now I created my base layer over here, and I'll just start with try to replicate this whole design. Okay, so I'll use. So if you click on Shift R, it will activate your ruler. So why can anybody of you tell me, like, why do we use ruler?
To measure the dimension,
Yep, and
and like we have to be accurate, right? So
exactly. So we generally use the ruler to be accurate. Let's say I wanted to create specific sections, and I want to add in, like, this is the part that I want to get inside my NA frames and my designs, so that it looks pretty much focused, and at the same time it's better. Okay, now if I just look at it, so what are the frames that is coming? So we do have this. Okay, I try to break it down over here. let's start the process. So let's say it is written Tuesday. So I'll try to. So I'll increase the font sizes over here. Try to keep it in those corners as well. Okay, Tuesday. Medium. Okay. I'll take a shape tool. I'll create a shape over here for the picture. So over here in the fill, there are 2-3 things that you can actually insert. So this is normal solid colors, and over here you can actually create a gradient for this. So the gradient can be linear, radial. So you can actually see radial, angular, and as well as diamond. Okay. So but over here we'll be adding an image, right? This is the image panel. Let's go to find an image. So adding an image. All right. No, second. I'll again create. Use the text tool. I'll add in my flights. Okay. Let's make it bold. Okay. I'll copy this. So we can copy using Control C, Control V, or maybe you can, for the Windows, you can actually click on Alt and you can drag it anywhere. Okay. So these are your panels for where you can actually add in your texts. You can select the sizes that you want over here. This is the the weights over here. The sizes you can add in over here. And these are like what are the orientation that you want to do. So if you guys have used Google Docs, these are the same settings for them. Okay. So today, okay. So I'm using 32 YDR. Okay. Okay, Control C, Control V. This is if you click on Control A, it will select everything that you have. So 10:15 a.m. Now, if you have a look at it, it's a bit bigger than that today. So we'll just add in more size for this. Let's say I'll go around 24. I think this might be fine. Okay. Cool. Next is Control C, Control V, and now this is the subheading. So I'll try. So over here, you can also try to make it. So let's say I wanted to make it by 2. So I'll just write in by 2, and it will decrease the size of it. So it does the auto calculation from itself. So regular if you double tap upon it, let's say you are having some word issues. So if you double tap upon it, it will actually give you the right words. New York. Fifteenth now. So now can you guys tell me like what is the issue over here?
I guess the text is kind of bit large.
Yep. So what do? We try to decrease it. Let's say I'll decrease it till 12. Okay. Awesome. So we are done through the half part of this. So I'll again use the shape tool. So I'm using the rectangle tool over here. And I am edging the corners 40. Okay. So now we have white color over here. So I'm selecting white. Next, we need to create this thing exactly, correct? So now what should I do? I'll click Control C, Control V. So this I'll make it to semi-bold maybe, and again the eyedropper tool, and I'll extract the color off from it. Next month. Cool. I'll try to add in more size to it so that it's looking better. Now we need to create a see all button. Okay, so there are two ways how you can actually create the buttons. One, you type in see all. Okay, you try to convert it into a frame. So over here you can click on frame selection, and then over here we have auto layout. We'll be doing more of auto layout when we will be moving ahead. So over here I'm adding, let's say 16, adding 16 by the sides and top. So 8, 12. Okay. So I want a quick question for you guys. Like, what do you feel about auto layout? Like, what do you think it is? Anything, guys? So Figma has come up with auto layout as like a tool where you can create responsive screens for mobile, web, and all. So over here, let's say if I want to decrease or increase the size of this, So it will be putting up its state. So I don't have to worry about it. Have contents. So let's say I write anything. Let's say anything. So it will be taking the adjusting the shape of any other possible thing according to the size that we have defined for it. So for now, see all. Now, if I just look at this button, its background is not similar to this. So this is white and this is a little bit of greenish. So what I'll do, I'll just extract the color from it. Okay, awesome. Now that we have this. So auto layout is kind of like an industry standard nowadays for creating your entire screen structures. Any doubt until now, guys?
No.
Are you are able to know, get like whatever I am telling you? Even if you have any doubts, just shoot it out. I'm happy to answer them.
Is auto layout like is it enabled by default, or we have to like kind of
Which one do you ask?
the auto layout, is it enabled by default, or we have to click on the object and like say to the
No,
system that should
auto layout is not enabled by default. We have to enable it. Okay. Like I told you, let's say I have created like I told you now, I am writing something, right? If I go to this panel, do you see any auto layout option available?
no.
So we have to convert it into a frame, and the auto layout acts from the frame. So now that you are able to see, okay, there is an auto layout option. Okay. Cool. Now over here we have created this. Now we have to create this specific thing. R. I try to adjust all of those because for with those grids. So I'll add in those corners. Let's say I'm going for 16. Eyedropper tool. Add this color. Awesome. Now add white to this. I'll increase the font size. Let's say around notch to 32. So over here also I need to align it with I need to have a grid over here just to align it. Okay. London to New York. So now I will take this, I'll drag from one corner so that I'll give it a size to fit inside it. Okay. Now London to New York. Over here, let's say this is line height. So when I talk about line height, any guesses from you guys? What is line height? Any wild guesses would be good.
I think auto line just you can increase and decrease the gap between two lines.
Exactly. So now if you just look at it, so question, should the line height be small, I mean like less than the font size, or it should be more?
Less than the font size.
Why?
Like it looks like kind of intuitive to the human eye.
Wait, let me show you. So our font size is 32, correct? So if we try to give the line height to 24 now, what will happen? It will squeeze in. Okay. At a certain point, it might actually try to go overlap upon it. Okay. So we always try to give more than the font size. Let's say this has 32, so I might actually give it 36 to give it a. So there is enough gap for this, so it actually enables your design to breathe in. Okay. Control C, Control V. Okay, LHR to JFK, LHR to JFK. Cool. I'll decrease the font size. Let's say I'll put it to 14. Wow. Let's do 12. I'll decrease the line height to 16 to adjust it. Okay. Now over here, R. I'll create this. I'll extract the color. Okay. Now over here, we see that there is a border, white border. So what do we do over here? Can you guys tell? What do we do? Do we create a shape or do we create a border?
I think it will be easier to create a border than a shape.
Okay. So there are two things that you can actually do. You can actually create a shape. That's like I'll create a shape over here. Okay. You give it white color. Eyedropper tool, white. This can be done. Now this is one option, and the second option is what you can actually do is like go over here, click over the stroke. There is an option stroke per side. So I'll click on left. Okay. I'll add in the stroke as white. So I got stroke. Now I'll just try to increase the width of it. Now there are two options for the stroke. So there is inside, outside, and center. So what happens when we click on, so by default it remains on the inside. What happens if you click on outside? Any guesses? Any guess? So let me tell you. So if we click on outside, so the stroke will be outside of this rectangle, right? It will try to balance it outside of this rectangle. Inside, it's inside of this rectangle. And if you click on center, so it will be half inside and half outside. If you just look at the linings over here, how is it present? It's present like this. Okay. So sometimes depending upon the things, we need to change our placements of this. All right, I'm keeping the width as 6. At the same time, we can actually click over here and we can actually change the stroke styles as well. Let's say I click on dash and increase the gaps, so we can play around it as well. But for now, we'll just try to keep it solid because this is solid. Correct. Now T A R 715. Increase the font size to, let's say, 40. I'll just notch it up till 40. I'll add same color. This is an icon. I'll just so there is in Figma we have something called as community. Okay. There's this plugin part that we can actually use. Maybe you can actually find it. Icons plugin. This is a icon library that you can actually use, and like there's a lot of things. That's okay. I'll just use the Eva icon as of now. I'll just click on run. Mm, and it gives you a lot of different icons that you would be needing for create for your project. Let's say I'll just add this in at this time. Plain okay, we don't have a plain. Yep, so we got the icon. Cool. So the icon has been added over here. Okay, so I'll just tilt it, try to make it fit a bit, and then I'll just add in, increase the size. So for increasing size, I'll just click on Shift Alt, and I'll just try to drag it from one side. Okay, now I can fit the icon evenly, increase the size of the icon evenly. Cool. Now that I have done, so I'll just use lines. So I will click on L, and over here I am able to click on create the line. So I for the line color here. So I am having an overlap over it. So what I'll do is like control the square shapes. I'll just click on the opening one so that it goes back. Okay. If I click on the square shape, the closing one, so it will come at top. Okay. So for now, I'll just use the close square wala option, and then I'll just add in the Control C, Control V, 320 PM, enter 15th deck 22. Just add this. So I'll add some spaces. Okay. Two. Control C, Control V. Control terminal B, platform 6 gate B 47. Okay. Now I'm halfway done through the screen. Now let's say I want to create this type of effect. So what I will do, so I'll first create a square, a rectangle, give it this color. All right. Now I'll create lines. So I'll use line tool. CV. Okay, I'll click, select the entire thing. Control C, Control V, Control C, Control V. Now the lines are there. So I'll group them. So I'll click on Control G to group them, or either you can just select all, and then over here, uh, right click, and over here you can just go and group selection. Okay, so now they are straight, but over here we need to create them as slanting, like 45 degrees. So what I'll do, I'll hover upon it. So if you go near a little bit close, uh, hover upon it, and I can just click on Shift, left click, and do this. That is one way, and the other is over here. There is a rotation angle. So let's say I'll try to rotate it till 45 degree. Okay, or let's say I'll just try to put it 30 degree maybe. Okay, so next I'll show you how to do masks. So before going ahead with mask, can anybody tell me what do you understand when I talk about mask?
Maybe trying to cover on something.
Hmm?
Maybe trying to cover on something.
Yep, it's something that we try to, let's say this is a specific thing, and I want to get some specific elements. Let's say this is a pattern. I want to get this inside this box, right? So we try to mask it. So I'll create the both of the element. So the element that you want to get inside this box, specific this area, so it needs to go up above this specific thing, box. So now I'll just select both of them, right click upon it, and I'll click on use as mask. So it will automatically get this thing inside this. Let's say I want to change the color of this elements, right? We can either do from here selection colors, or let's say I want to change the shapes over here. So I'll double click upon it, and I can actually change the shapes from here. I can rotate, I can do things. Okay. So Control C, Control V inside this as well. Control C, Control V. Create another set of shapes over here. Okay. So now I can just go ahead and drag it over here. Put it. But it's not looking the same like this, correct? What is the problem over here? What is the problem? Can anybody tell me? If you just look at this and this.
Maybe it should be tilting towards the right, and maybe the lines should be tilting towards the right, and it should be like sap green color instead of white.
Correct. So tilting to our rights was one thing, and it needs to be a darker color, correct? So we'll just try to add the darker color. Stroke darker tint. Try to make it more darker. Now you can do like this, or you can go over here the layer. So these are the blend tools, so blend options. I can choose any of them, and I can try to blend in any color. Plus darker, overlay, soft light, difference, saturation is fine. So we can also can just add in this darker green color over here. I'll click on Control C, Control V. I'll click on stroke. I'll add the stroke. Sorry. In fill, I'll just add it as white. And Control C, Control V, but I need to change the color. So I'll just click on colors over here and try to change it. We will change the angles. P R G to full 30. I'll increase the size. So this is the adjustment with panel. So let's say there you want to fix a specific size. So what it will do is like it will fix a specific size wherever you like increase or decrease. This will just increase the size with the line only. So height will be automatically adjusted according to the contents that are going in. This is auto adjust. So let's say you are writing something or the other. So it will be adjusting according to it. Okay. Is there any doubt, guys? Any doubts? I feel like I'm talking to nobody over here.
I got no doubts though.
Okay. So now we are looking that I've created a shape, but it's going outside. So what can I do? There are two options. Either I can mask it or like I can convert it to frame. Okay. Now, Control Z. I'll try to blend this inside only. So it's Control V. Put inside user mask. Okay, that's done. Okay, now we just need to get this lines. Okay, I think so. I'll just take this entire thing, Shift Alt left click. I created this. Now I have to create the lines L. Control C, Control V, Control C, Control V, Control C, Control V. Tilt the angle. Control G to group it, and I'll create the mask. Okay, I got the mask. I'll just put it over here. Now I'll just try to decrease the opacity. So over here you can actually do it from here, the colors opacity, or you can do it through here. But over here, let's say if you are doing the opacity of the just the color, and over here the entire object over here. Control C, Control V. Okay, so this is done. Okay, so there is one small detail over here. This is the line, so we'll just be adding that small line over here. I'll just use a normal rectangle tool and create this one. Eyedropper tool. Y. Yep. So we created the entire thing. So up until now, any doubts do you guys have?
No doubts from my side.
Okay, awesome. So all of you guys are clear on this? Will you be able to create some of the other screens if I just give you now? Do you want to go hands-on on board currently? I'll be helping you guys, don't worry.
Deshant, you can try it. Okay, if you are accessible via laptop, okay, so you can try to open Figma.pro.
Okay.
And you can share your screen.
Nishant,
Or Abhishek, what you can do is, yeah, add him to the this artboard. Okay, so we'll be collaborating live.
Exactly.
You can write bootcamp, Vivid Mynd Bootcamp.
Okay, cool. I'm posting it over here on the GeoMeet only. शांत, actually click on A. Click on A. कुछ उधर जाने की जरूरत नहीं. Click on A. अच्छा, ask to edit ऊपर. अच्छा, कुछ नहीं होगा. Ask to edit click करो. ठीक है. Let me do approve. ठीक है, now you can actually edit. Go to that section. ठीक है, अभी click on A. ये फ्रेम बनाने की जरूरत नहीं है, तुम्हारे पास बहुत सारा फ्रेम है. ठीक है, जस्ट एक फ्रेम चूज करो, क्लिक ऑन ए. निशांत, निशांत,
Hello.
हाँ, don't you don't have to manually create the size. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so click on A. उसको डिलीट करो, क्लिक ऑन ए. हाँ, उधर साइड में फोन दिख रहा है, कोई भी फोन साइज सिलेक्ट कर दो. ओके, नाउ यू हैव गॉट योर फोन साइज. ठीक है, नाउ एक काम करो, व्हाट यू कैन डू ओवर हियर टू जस्ट टू कॉपी. तो क्या करो कि उसको वो स्पेसिफिक फ्रेम के अंदर ड्रैग करो वो इमेज को. नहीं, छोटा करने की जरूरत नहीं है, उसको छोटा करने की जरूरत नहीं है. फ्रेम रहने दो, वो इमेज को फ्रेम के अंदर ड्रैग करो. यप, परफेक्ट. जो वाला बनाना है उसको, उसका साइज इंक्रीज करो. यप, अच्छा, ओके, आई अंडरस्टैंड क्या प्रॉब्लम हुआ है. इसको फ्रेम में सिलेक्ट कर दिया, उसको रुको, वो वाला फ्रेम को सिलेक्ट करो. यस, उसको फ्लैटन कर, उसको राइट. ओह ऑसम, 10. ठीक है, अभी फ्लैटन. हाँ, ठीक है. ओके, वो जो फ्रेम 55 जो लिखा है ना, उसको कंट्रोल शिफ्ट जी मार दो. वेट. निशांत, वेट. आई थिंक शो. निशांत, वो फ्रेम जो लिखा हुआ है, हाँ, फ्रेम 55 जो है, उसको क्लिक करना. बाहर क्लिक करो निशांत, बाहर क्लिक करो, एंटर. ठीक है, ऑसम. ये बाहर चले गया. और वो आईफोन प्रो मैक्स जो है लिखा हुआ है ना, उधर सिलेक्ट करो. हाँ, उसको बाहर ले जाओ, पूरा साइड ले जाओ, ड्रैग करके बाहर ले जाओ. उसको डिलीट करो, वो फ्रेम को डिलीट करो. हाँ, ये ठीक है, ये वाला अभी. हाँ, उसको अभी वो उसके फ्रेम के अंदर डालो. ठीक है, ऑसम. अभी वो साइज इंक्रीज करो. साइज इंक्रीज करने के लिए क्या बोल रहा था, एज से लेके शिफ्ट दबा के, हाँ बस वैसे ही शिफ्ट दबा के इंक्रीज करना हमेशा. ठीक है, ओके, परफेक्ट. बहुत ज्यादा बड़ा हो गया, माइट वांट टू डिक्रीज इट. सो दिशांत, ओवर हियर, जब भी तुम उसको साइजिंग कर रहे हो ना, तो उसको फ्रेम से बाहर अगर ले जाओगे ना, तो वो फ्रेम के अंदर से निकल जाएगा. परफेक्ट. नाउ इसका ओपेसिटी घटा दो. ना उसका ओपेसिटी घटा दो, तो इस पे क्लिक किया नहीं, उधर देखो राइट साइड में लेयर में दिखा हुआ है पास थ्रू, जहाँ पे लिखा है ना लेयर पास थ्रू, उसके नीचे उसके वो जो है ना, नहीं उसको उसके साथ लगने का जरूरत नहीं है, नॉर्मल उधर साइड में 100% लिखा है, उसको घटा दो, घटा दो। और घटाओ। ओके 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 विशांत, लेट मी हेल्प यू विद दिस। सो ओके, ये 100% है, इसको अभी ये इमेज को उधर लेयर में घटाओ, कैपेसिटी उधर घटाओ लेयर का 20% कर दो। ओके, वो आईफोन 14 15 के ऊपर क्लिक करो। हाँ, तो 100% करो। तो इधर इधर 30% लिखा है, उसका 100% करो। ठीक है, अभी इसके ऊपर बनाना चालू करो। हाँ, हमेशा जब भी एडजस्ट से इंक्रीज कर रहे हो ना, तो एवरी टाइम यूज शिफ्ट शिफ्ट दबा के उसको इंक्रीज या डिक्रीज करना, ठीक है। विशांत, कोई भी डाउट होगा तो मेरे को जस्ट आस्क मी।
Okay, sure.
इवन इफ यू आर गेटिंग स्ट्रक ओवर देयर, ठीक है। Getting your mouse, okay. Dishant? हेलो सुशांत, सुनाई दे रहा है क्या मेरा साउंड?
हाँ अभिषेक आ रहा है।
ओके, दिशांत
Dishant, your screen is stuck, I guess.
दिशांत
No response.
Hello.
हाँ हाँ हाँ
अच्छा, he wrote getting my mouse. Okay.
oh okay. जस्ट टाइप इन एनी नंबर निशांत, और शिफ्ट दबा के आप एरो करोगे तो वो उसका ये रेडियस बढ़ते जाएगा। ओवर हियर शिफ्ट एंड अप एरो दबाते चलो।
Actually, I'm clicking the shift, but it's not working.
Up arrow.
Shift and up arrow on the keyboard. Okay. Awesome. ईशांत, उधर इश्यू क्या हुआ है? Can you tell me?
Actually, I kind of typed it over here, but it's on. It's actually
Because
the color is on red.
no, actually it is because that specific layer is up above the
Okay.
text.
Okay.
So what you do is control square, starting वाला square, click on that keyboard में
Control.
and वो जो square bracket है ना starting वाला,
Oh,
इधर
big
नहीं
bracket.
keyboard
Big bracket.
keyboard, square bracket, control square bracket, starting.
This one.
No, वो नहीं. Keyboard, in keyboard.
Square bracket. Oh, square bracket. Okay, fine.
Yes. Got it?
Okay, fine.
Okay, Dishant, what are you trying to do over here?
I'm trying to find the auto layer.
Hmm?
I'm trying to find the auto layer.
Don't focus on auto layout now.
Okay.
So let's say कि you copied the text and it went below that layer, correct?
Right.
So what you will do is like you will click on in the keyboard control square bracket but on the square closing bracket. Okay.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, you have copied it. Okay. Control enter over here. Yep. Perfect. Ishant, use the Google वाला, ठीक है? Close it. Go to the plugins. Type in Google icon. तो material symbols है. Yep. Run. Now search in anything over here. Fill. Click on over there. Click on Yes. Use this one. आ गया होगा वो. Okay. इसको साइड करना तो देखना तो कहाँ पे आया हुआ, मतलब दी बॉक्स जो मटेरियल सिंबल का जो विंडो खुला है ना, Acha, I see the icons. So it's above the image only. So वो popular tools जो वाला image है ना, zoom in over there. The popular tools वाला image है. Zoom in over there.
Where is
Po- Popular tools. You'll
popular
see
tools?
the image.
Okay.
Kinkauji. Zoom over there.
King.
So you are in a laptop or in a desktop? Oh, see, there are those two symbols, the flag wall. Above the love wall. Yeah. Dishant, do one thing. So click over the Find a Tour.
Click over where?
Find
Oh,
a
find a
tour.
tour.
Yeah. And over there, if you see the text wala panel, so there is square the below 0%. No, go to the text panel. Go to the text panel where it is written enter regular. This all stuff.
Mm, okay,
Below
this
there,
one.
there is 0% written once.
This one.
At top.
This
Yep.
one.
Below that. The right side. The right side. Auto width. Click on auto width. Okay.
Okay.
So now what you need to do. So I told you whenever you are stretching something, stretch it from the edge with clicking on Shift.
Okay, then the ratio is fine.
Yep. You can also change the color of this. I think double click upon it. Okay, so go over the fill. You can change the color from there. Vishant, are you finding it tough?
As a beginner, obviously there's like a learning curve, but I'm enjoying it though.
So this is something which you need to practice every day.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. So I think you have added in some spaces at before. So double click upon it. So go to the pura left hand side. I think no, where it is written find a tour. So I think you have added in some of the spaces over there. No, not on the
Okay,
left
yeah,
panel.
actually, yeah.
Pura. Decrease, like get all of the space outs. Okay, now it's done. Control enter. Now try to shift it and try to position it.
What does control enter do?
So control enter it. Let's say कि you are selecting it. So let's say कि you are double clicking upon it and you are done with all of your edit, right?
Okay.
So control enter tells ki like okay, my edit is done and this is the final thing.
Okay. So I cannot re-edit it again, maybe.
You can re-edit it, double click upon that.
Okay. Fine. Now, how could I place this flag? Like,
You want to place the flag?
yeah, like should be like kind of, yeah. It's fine now.
Okay, so there is this another thing that you can do. Click upon that flag. Now click on shift and click upon the find a tour option.
Okay.
No, not from the left side panel, on the
Okay.
screen only.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
Right now at the top, below the now on the right side of the panel, below design, so there are options, right? Aligning options. Now middle align them, right? Yep, vertical. Now it's aligned. Okay, now group it, control G, grouped. Now click on the outside button, shift click. No, don't drag. Click on shift.
After that,
No, hold shift and click upon the box, outside box,
this one, whiter or red?
the red one. Yeah.
Okay.
Now go to the panel. Get the shift out. Now try to, yep, vertical align and center align. Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Now it looks satisfying.
Yep. Now let's say you want to increase the gap between those two elements. So there is this icon and the tour. Find a tour. Click outside now. Click outside. Okay. Click upon the find a tour option. Yep. Just a single, because that is a group currently. Click upon those. Click upon, not over there. Don't go in the panel. Don't go. You don't need to go to the panel. Click upon that only. Find a tour. Yep. Now at the top, where the group is written at the top. Yep. To the right side of the panel. To the right side of the panel. Pura right side of the panel. Do you see where the auto layout is?
Yeah. This one.
At top there is this thing zero written. Yes, try to increase it. You see the spacings?
Mm, just
The spacing got increased. Try to make it 8.
okay. Fine.
Okay, you understood?
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like the difference between this center and this center, I guess.
No, the difference between that object and that object,
Okay.
spacing between that. Okay, now you want to adjust it according to the button. So you might want to align them currently.
Mm,
So what do you do if you want to align?
I clicked on this. Like,
You clicked on that, and what did I tell you? Shift click upon the box, then align it. Shift click upon the box. Control Z, the red box. Shift. No. So you have selected the red box only currently. Then click upon the shift and click upon the finder tool. Now align it. Okay. Now it's aligned. Ishant, you might want to speak to me, like if you are finding something trouble.
Yeah. Actually, I'm trying to find the font size of Finder Tours, so that
Double
I
click
can.
upon it. Double click upon it. Yes. Now you can find the text.
Mm, yeah, this
There
one,
is
24.
font size is 24. Okay. Now click outside. Now you have exited that. Okay. So you might want to keep that as 24 only.
Yeah, it's kind of a bit larger than this.
Okay. Cool. It was 32, right? Now you want to align Tokyo and March. So you did a manual aligning, correct?
Yeah.
So what you can do is like you can align both of them at uh, rather than actually using manually. You can actually go to the align wala panel and do them. You have to select both of them. Okay, select Tokyo, select March, then at the top panel align to the left. Yep. That's how they get aligned. That is another way. Okay. Now you can click outside. Okay. So if you click upon that specific thing and you are just clicking on the align wala, so it will align according to the artboard or the frame.
Okay.
Okay.
So if I have to, it's not aligning, but yeah. Like if I have to keep both of them in center, then it's not. Oh yeah, it's changing. Kind of.
You have clicked on shift, right?
Yeah.
That is why those panels are coming like that. Leave the shift. What do you want to do over here?
I wanna just replicate this one and keep some space for the icon.
So how do you do that?
Actually I lost. Yeah, actually I have to group it down. Like maybe. Okay, fine. Okay, just click it once. Why is it not aligning together?
Shift. Click on
Oh,
shift and
shift. Yeah, yeah. Actually, I was clicking to control.
no. So click. Don't click. Leave the shift now.
Okay, I should leave the.
Shift on selecting. Okay. For when you are aligning, leave the shift and try to align now.
Okay,
Got it?
so I need to find the icon. So
Just create a circle for now. Okay.
okay.
Shift. Yep. Every time shift and create. Okay. So it will be coming in evenly.
Can I decrease both at the same time, like the size?
Yep. Click upon them now to the top panel. So you're seeing the width and height. Try to decrease them. So I'll tell you another thing over here. When you're decreasing, let's say there is a, you see there is a chain option at the right of the height.
Mm, chain option.
The
Yeah.
link. If you click upon it, it means that the width and height will be decreasing and increasing in proportion. But if
Okay.
you just click upon that and you just release it, they will not. Try it out. Now just the height will be increasing. If you click. You're seeing how the property is behaving.
Yeah. It's 1830. So
So because now why this happened, if you're taking the height as 30 and the width is getting a, because it's increasing and decreasing with proportion to the height. So that is like automatic. So click upon there. Okay, click upon the link wala thing, the chain wala thing. Now take the width to 30. Now click on the chain wala thing again. Now try to increase and decrease the height and do something. So it will try to increase and decrease the size proportionally now.
yeah, this is it. But can you not like kind of do this one? Just a moment. Or this one? Yeah, it's yeah.
This can be done.
Yeah.
You
This
can
one's
play
kind
around
of
with it.
easier.
Hmm?
It's like it reduces the steps.
Yep. Dishant, use the icon. Use icon. Material symbols. Just type in arrow. Go to the top. Scroll up. You see there is a. Yep. It would happen there. Just have to find key. Okay, I see. I see the arrow. Yep. Okay. Well, what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to kind of increase the spaces within, like it's kind of bit like the width is kind of large, but here it's kind of
I
like,
know
yeah, like I'm
that
trying
is
to.
because, yeah, that is because of the font that these guys are using.
Yeah,
So it's okay. You don't have to increase the width. Okay, just make it bold for now.
like, okay, fine.
Just use the enter for now. Just use enter and just make it bold because they have used bold over here. And apparently, I think they are using Poppins over here. Yeah, that is Poppins. Okay, cool. Now you are almost there. Now, what do you need to do?
Kind of fill the image in here
Yep. So, how would you
and
do that?
mm, like try to download one, or maybe you have a plugin. I don't know.
No, 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 no. Like you can use any image. You don't have to use the exact image. So, image you can download from Unsplash, anything. So, you remember how I used the image at top?
Mm, like is this one splash
No,
AI?
no.
Oh no, splash
Close
AGI.
it, close it, close it, close it. So, click upon that board, the shape that you have created wherever you have written Shinto, this all thing, correct? Now click on that board, the gray one, the gray board.
Great. Oh yeah.
Click on the fill. Yep, at the top there is gradient. Wait, at the top there is where I told you the gradient below the custom. Yep,
Mm,
you were there at top. The top there is
this one.
icons, right? This is gradient at the right side. At the
Yeah.
right side. Yep, that is image. Now you have to click.
Okay, just I think decrease the, yeah. Nice.
I mean, like you don't have to use that one, honestly. You just have to select the image panel. Select the image. Select the image. Now choose image and add a specific image.
Okay, fine. Just
Yep. Just choose an image.
this is the most random picture I have.
It's okay, dude. It's okay. By the way,
This,
whose hand is that?
I'm not sure. Okay, let me give one better.
It looks scary. It's okay, dude. We're just trying to learn over here. Right now, the
Yeah, I
image
have
doesn't
one
matter.
good one. This is like I
Oh, wow.
created.
You created this.
Yeah, like through AI, not the whole thing.
What did you use?
Uh, Maybe I try to use Canva and along with some AI image prompt. Like yeah, it's maybe Microsoft one. I remember.
Did you use Midjourney or Dali?
Like I do believe Microsoft uses DALI, so it's this DALI engine.
Yeah, need to try that one.
Like it's not way good like Midjourney, but it's close to there.
Okay. So now what the issue is?
The issue this is the font should be like the color fill should be white. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Now what the issue is?
There should be like this white kind of border around the
Add.
and uh, and this should be like kind of semi-opaque or translucent.
Yeah, that I'll tell you how to do that. Okay. Now try to add the border. Stroke. Click on stroke. Click on stroke. Yep. Now outside. Okay. Put it to white. Awesome. Now increase the stroke. Yep. Increase it. Awesome. Okay. Now what?
Uh,
Now
like make it translucent. This one.
click both of them. Shift click both of them. Okay. Go down. There is effect. There is effect. Click upon effect. Click upon the drop shadow. Click upon layer blur. Background blur. Yeah. Click upon background blur. Sorry. Okay. Now just go to the fill. Try to decrease the fill. Okay. Decrease the fill and make it to black. Make it to black. Make the color to black. Now decrease the fill to like 50%. Okay. Now go to the background blur. You see the sun symbol over there? No. Click upon there. Now increase the blur. You see the effect?
Yeah, it's 14, close to 14.
Yep. Perfect. So now what?
Try to make it wide, I guess. This one. Okay. Maybe.
Use color selection to black. Awesome. Make it white. Make the stroke 0. Make the stroke.
This one or this one?
Yep. The box one. Box has stroke, right? Click upon the minus. Click upon minus at the stroke. Yep. Now the stroke is deleted. Over here, you might actually want to get the drop shadow also out. Click upon minus. Done. Now what? Now where is the issue?
Maybe kind of this one. Like it should be like wide and it should have an icon over the.
It doesn't. So leave the icon as of now. Okay.
Okay, I shouldn't keep it white because the background is kind of white.
Yeah. So you see there is a little bit of black sort of thing at the bottom.
This one or
behind that. So behind that button, white button, there is a little bit of black on the background. Behind find a tour button. If you see the image, see the image.
This one? Oh yeah.
Yep, that image. If you just see the button, there is a little bit of black over there, correct?
Yeah.
Let me show you how you can do that. You're not bored, correct, Dishant?
No, actually I'm enjoying it.
So what I'll do, you are able to see my screen?
Yeah.
So what I'll do, I'll just click on Control C, Control V. Okay. I've copied the whole image. Now what I'll do, I'll just click upon the fill and go to solid. Okay. Now this is solid. So what I will do is like, I'll try to make it black. All right. I'll go to the gradient. So I've got the gradient over here. All right. So I'll try to put the gradient below because that is where I want the exact thing. Now there is a plugin. No. So I'll try to, so my image, so my thing is just, if I just zoom in, this is the place that are darker, correct? So what I'll do is like try to decrease the gradient from top rather than I'll try to keep it till the bottom only. All right. Now I've got that patch, the darker smoky wala patch. What I'll try to do is like, I'll just try to background blur that, increase it. Oh, I think I don't need background blur for it. Okay, all right. I'll just try to add more layers to it. Control C, Control V, Control C, Control V. Control C, Control V. Okay. So I've kind of like got this kind of effect. Background, I'll try to decrease this. Try to delete. Not so much also needed. Just try to add in the black over here. Just too black, I think, I suppose. Okay, I think this is done. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. Like, what does Control B do?
Control C is you are copying it. Control V is pasting it.
Control B.
Control V for vanadium.
B. Oh yeah, V. Okay, I was hearing B for ball.
So vanadium. So I'll just increase it from the sides. Okay, is that? Yep. So now you got the thing. So you got how I made this effect. Yeah. The specific effect, like the smoke wala. Nishant?
Yeah, I actually got it, but kind of like I was still like like trying to catch up with the viewers. Tokyo is fine.
Are you still having any doubt on this?
No, actually, like I could understand it, but like I was trying to find like how different was it than before I tried it myself. Like actually, I'm trying to understand why is it like I couldn't find much of a difference like this one and this one. Like maybe the image kind of.
So let me remove this one.
Okay, now yeah, this is like the yeah, it like kinds of comes here 50%. Yeah.
Okay. So I added in that gradient wala. Now you got the difference?
Yeah, sure.
That's it.
Actually, like I have to still try to use all those effects. Then I could like find the contrasting differences within every effects. That
Yep.
like I believe there are too many effects. Like
Yeah, there is. I mean, like, I think over here, what you could have done is like, let's say, okay, I'm just trying to increase. I'll put it till 40. Yeah, I'll put it till 40. So I'll try to align it with this. So put it over here. I might just increase the space between them just to let it breathe a bit. I think that is done. Okay. Any doubt, Dishant?
no, actually I'm like clear about it. But actually I do have to try on hands with like all these effects. Then I could
You
like
should.
I could understand the steps that should be needed just to like kind of understand what like different effects could have like.
So I think it will be like once you start on practicing more and more, you start to discover. So
Yeah,
I
like
just
I have
told
to
you,
like discover by like myself and try to
yeah, it's a
add those
complete
effects. Yeah.
hands-on.
Hmm.
I've seen a lot of people like they when I tell them like, okay, you need to do this, do that, but when they start on getting to do the hands-on, the problem starts with there, right? And once they start doing it regularly on a regular basis, it starts improving. Okay. So Dishant, there is a small task for you. I want you to take in these screens only. Okay. I want you to try to replicate all of these. Can you do that?
Yeah, I will try.
Awesome. Whenever you are stuck with something, just let me know. I'll help you out.
Okay, sure.
Okay. And the other thing, Dishant, I wanted to highlight you over here. So you created this inside a artboard, correct? Dishant?
Yeah, outside the output.
Yeah. So what you could have done exactly is like this is your artboard, correct? Fill color as white. And you could have started putting things inside this only. Like let's say I'll just go into 48. Right. Could have start putting things inside this only. Control G. Align. So now I'll just try to this. The size. So this is the thing. Like use this one only. Because this is your artboard. Okay. Use the artboard. Use the frame. Okay. I was expecting you to create something like this only. Okay, inside this.
So I have one doubt that I should have asked earlier.
Yeah.
Like initially when you started the course, you were like trying to kind of sketch the yellow lines through the scales. Like how should we use that in our projects?
Yellow
Like
lines sketch.
yeah.
Which part?
Like how do you use I didn't use the scaling part, right? Like
Yeah.
like what's the like kind of the formula or the calculation that you have to do along with the lines?
So for there is no formula or calculation. These are just grid lines. I'll teach you for as we progress with this course. I'll teach you how to use the grids. So like let's see. So I'll click upon layout grid over here. So these are my grid lines. So if you see there are red squares forming. Right. These are my grid lines. And let's say okay, I want to use the columns wala. Okay, these are my columns lines. Okay, so that is how you actually put. So for mobile, there are like 4 counts, and the margin I'll put as let's say is 20. Right. So this is the spacing that I need whenever I need to create my designs and I have to align. So there is a formula to it. Okay, I'll let you know about it.
Okay.
Okay. These all are there, like how you should be using for which screen you should be using columns and for how much columns it need to be there. Okay, and when you should be using the 8-point grid or the 4-point grid. Okay, these all things are there. I'll tell you how to use them. All right, so there is a simple mathematical calculation to it.
What happens if you like kind of violate it like after it's a design, right? Like so if you can kind of like violate it, would it create some issue with like interacting with the software?
Like, can you just repeat that entire question again?
Means is it completely necessary that you have to follow the grid lines?
So it is. Do you know why rules are been made?
Like it kind of facilitates or smooths the let's say between two parties. Like you can like kind of reduce the traffic or the issues.
Exactly. But is it mandatory that you need to follow the rules?
Uh, yeah, maybe not.
Exactly. That is
Rules
the
are
entire.
meant to break it.
So this whole layout grids and everything, So you can break it. The rules are just meant to give you a direction that okay, this is how you should be going ahead with. But if you can break it and make something beautiful out of it, you are more than welcome to do it. Right. It's just that the guidance things. These are just frameworks. Rules are just frameworks. Okay. But do you have any other thing?
Uh, like no, actually, like I learned a lot on the first day itself.
Do you want more classes on this Figma? If you want, we can just continue do
Yeah,
more on.
sure. No, obviously, I would love to have more classes.
Okay, all right. So, but for this, I want you to do one thing. Like, try to replicate one screen each and every day. Okay,
Okay, sure.
because I know you are completely new, and when you try to create now, you will be having doubts. Because once you are not done with the hands-on, there won't be any doubt. Yeah, Dishant,
No, no, actually, I have no doubts as of now. I have like kind of completed one kind of like assignment, yeah, and it looks good. So yeah, I'm happy about it. Like I have no doubts.
okay, so there is one apart from the task of like creating one screen each and every day. There is one another thing that I want as a homework for tomorrow.
Okay.
So go to choose any app of your liking, like your favorite app. Okay, and try to find out what problem statements are they solving and how they started.
Like in problem statement in design UI.
Design, let's take an example of like Swiggy. Okay, now Swiggy why did Swiggy come with and what does Swiggy does? Swiggy is a food delivery platform, correct?
Right.
So what it helps is like it helps through its application. It helps people connect with the restaurant owners to order their food and get it delivered at home. Correct?
Right.
That is the initial problem statement that they came up with, and that is how they started. Correct? Now they have increased their business to like Genie and all, like grocery delivery, like going to the bars or something like that, bookings and all. Correct?
Right.
But the initial statement was they are just a food delivery app. Correct?
Right.
So I want you to do one thing. Go to your favorite app and see, look at okay, like how did your favorite app come up? What is the exact problem statement of your favorite app, and how did they start? Okay.
Okay. Should it be like the problem statement should be related with the whole how the industry works, like the business model or something like that?
No, no, you don't have to go ahead with the business model. You just see ki, like what was the problem? What problem are they trying to solve?
Okay.
Okay. Do you have any doubts on this? Like if you have, just throw it at me.
No.
I'm more than happy to answer them.
Actually, I did had a like kind of a startup idea related with food tech, as you said about Swiggy.
Yep.
So I was like, I along with one more guy, like he was trying, we both were trying to kind of brainstorm a startup
Mm-hmm.
on the space of food tech. So we came with this idea that the name of the like kind of let's say if we have to like present in a pitch deck,
Mm-hmm.
so the name of that brand should be like Eat It. Like I should like type it out here, but I cannot type here in GeoMint for some issue. But anyways, the name was like Eat It. It is like it, and IT is it. Eat It. So it was like very simple idea, not trying to kind of complicate it. It was like
Mm-hmm.
simply let's say, have you seen like those UPI cards that usually in front of the shops and all? Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
also kind of has a speaker in it, and some of them at
So
least.
do you know why they like? Have you happened to use UPI before?
Yeah.
So when did these guys come up with those speakers? Shushan, maybe you can actually join in this conversation.
I think it was initially maybe it was phone pay, I think, like Paytm or phone. It's phone pay, I will believe, or Bharat Pay.
What
It
what?
was like Bharat Pay that came up with the speaker,
Bharat
maybe,
Pay came up with the speaker.
or phone pay.
No,
Like,
no, no. It's Paytm which came up with the
oh yeah,
speaker.
Paytm.
Okay, and
Yes.
the global QR code was introduced by Bharat Pay.
So do you know the story? Why did Paytm come up with the speaker wala thing?
Like maybe the founder was like, I did saw the interview, like it was like the founder was trying to like kind of have some hands-on experience with the shopkeepers and all the, so they like it was a simple like real life experience that he had, so he thought like maybe a speaker would be a good idea.
Yeah, so the entire story is like he went on to their shop and the shopkeeper was using Paytm. So when he was talking to that guy, he did the Paytm QR code scan and paid the thing, and the shopkeeper told him like, show me the thing. Now the main problem what was arising that Paytm you can pay the bills and everything in Paytm, but how would you know ki, like they have paid it or not? Because there is a lot of things, a lot of time people do the fraud. Ki, like they will just scan the thing and they will just showcase an image ki, like okay, this is paid, and because of that a lot of loss were happening for the shopkeepers. So the Paytm person founder just simply asked like, how are you able to know कि like I have done the payment and everything. He was like कि हमें पता नहीं चलता है, हम लोग बस फोन देखते हैं, हम लोग को उसमें ये होता है. But that is so he was like कि तो क्या करने से आपको हेल्प होता कि अगर कोई उधर से बोलता कि लाइक इतना पेमेंट ये सब हो गया है, तो हम लोग को हेल्प हो जाता कि पता चलता कि हम लोग का पेमेंट वगैरह हुआ है. So that is how he came up with the idea of introducing that sound wala box.
Like thinking about it, it's such a simple solution, but
It's
yeah,
a
no,
simple solution, but
yeah,
it actually created a lot of great impact.
yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes what used to happen is like when I was in Bhubaneswar, okay, and there were some small what we call the street vendors, okay. So many of them didn't had smartphones or something, okay. So the to access Paytm, so they used to call to their children or someone sitting in the home, okay, कि देखो पैसा आया या नहीं, okay. So that was also one of the problem, okay. Like by putting the sound box, even those people also without the smartphone, they were able to see, okay, okay, the payment has been received, okay. And another thing was, even if some people had this smartphones, okay, but due to some network issues or something, the response message, okay, regarding the payment confirmation, it used to come late due to network issues, okay. So that was also prevented when this sound box was introduced, okay.
So you're seeing just one simple solution in taking care of so many pain points over here.
Correct. So it's all about experience, okay. And when you are doing business, I feel like you're busy with something, okay, and bar you cannot check the phones and all. So with the sound box, it's it's kind of Jarvis, okay, okay. Like we have received the payment, okay. Now you don't have to take care about it, okay.
So just a normal notification, just a normal
Correct,
notification.
correct.
We're gonna learn how to do that, like how he came up with the entire idea. I mean, like on the outside, we all feel ki like, okay, this is very simple. This could have anybody could have done that. But actually, looking at that, there are a lot of theses and a lot of things going behind it, and a lot of state problem parts that we are trying to solve it. We're going to learn how to solve them and what are the steps and everything that we should be taking to solve that exact specific problem. Right, Disham?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. do you want to have a small little chat or something, or like maybe we can just wrap up the session?
Yeah, we can wrap up though.
Awesome.